Hello and welcome to Gillette Outdoors. My name's William Gillette, and this is part 2 in the series Controlling Light. Today, we're talking about the International Standards Organization. Now, the International Standards Organization isn't some fancy low-profile government agency. It actually stems from the era of film. Cinematographers and photographers needed a way to scale certain chemical compositions of film based on their light sensitivity, and the ISO was born. Now, back in the days of film, you used to have to know your exact lighting conditions before you went out and purchased the film, because the ISO number on the film told you how sensitive that film was to the light. On top of that, when you started a roll of film, if your lighting conditions changed, you would have to physically change that roll of film in between shots. With the new digital cameras, you can simply flick a switch and change the ISO number at any point in between shots. Now, the ISO settings on your camera are given numerical values, and on most cameras it goes between about 50 and 3200. Now, the lower the number, the less sensitive your camera is to light. And on the other hand, the higher the number, the more sensitive it is. So on a bright sunny day, you may be shooting at maybe 50 or 100 ISO, to whereas once it gets later in the day or you go inside, you may need to raise that ISO number up to maintain proper exposure. Now, like shutter speed, adjusting a camera's ISO does have some side effects. And in this case, the higher the ISO number, the more noise or digital static an image will have. What does that mean exactly? Well, it's a trade-off between having a properly exposed picture in a low light situation for image quality. Now, as a photographer, the last thing that you want to sacrifice is image quality. So the goal is to shoot at the lowest possible ISO number that will still allow your image to maintain proper exposure. Truly knowing your camera is one of the most important things in photography, and understanding settings like ISO is going to get you one step closer to that perfect image. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. My name's William Gillette for GilletteOutdoors.com.